In this video, I want to give an overview of the general organization of the nervous system and its place in the body. The nervous system is divided into a central and a peripheral part. The central nervous system, often described as the CNS, while the peripheral nervous system would be PNS. The central nervous system contains the brain, as it's seen here, where the skull has been removed from the back of the patient's head. You can also see the cerebellum here and the spinal cord. On the ventral view of the brain, here you can see the brain, and we're looking at the ventral surface. You can also see the brainstem. That's also part of the central nervous system. And we shouldn't forget another part. The eye, the retina of the eye, is also part of the central nervous system. The retina is actually a part of a deep structure, deep inside the brain, which is called the diencephalon, and there are other subcortical structures which are also part of this system, and we will talk about them a little bit later. The peripheral nervous system contains the spinal nerves, the cranial nerve, peripheral nerves, plexuses, which are networks of nerves, and ganglia, which are clusters of neurosomas or cell bodies. The central nervous system does not have a direct connection with the outside world. It receives its information through the peripheral system. So the CNS receives information from the PNS. And what it does with this information is it modulates it, commands towards the peripheral nervous system to control its action and its responses to the outside world. This interchange of information happens through neurons. Neurons, which arrive towards the central nervous system from the periphery, are described as afferent. The fibers or nerves which are leaving the central nervous system to take control of the peripheral nervous system are described as efferent. And this is where a new concept should be introduced. The peripheral nervous system can be divided into two parts: the somatic and autonomic, or sometimes it's also called the visceral system. The difference between the two of them is where the information comes from, so where the afferent fibers are leaving from to give information to the central nervous system, and where the effectors are found. In the somatic system, the information will come through receptors from the skin, tendons, or muscles, skeletal muscles. In the autonomic system, the information arrives from the viscera, and that includes, for example, the vessels. The efferent fibers then, so this is afferent, the efferent fibers will go in the somatic system to control the skeletal muscles, while in the autonomic system they will affect on the smooth muscles, the cardiac muscle, or glands.